Representative Lauren Boebert was unceremoniously shut down after she attempted to add a useless amendment to a spending bill, which caused some, well, confusion among her peers.
I rise in perplexion.
The gentleman's
which
recognized.
I presume is objection.
Gentleman's recognized.
And I ask the gentlelady to yield for a question.
Sure, ask your question.
What funds in this bill are used for the purposes you are opposed to?
Oh, sorry, I couldn't hear the gentleman. I was getting clarification. This is precautionary.
Precautionary for what? I'm
There are
asking.
sanctuary city policies
Yes, I understand. I understand what
that are in place that are allowing the refuge of illegal aliens in these cities, and there is an influx in crime and drugs
I understand
in these cities, and there's no way for these folks to even report what is taking place because they are protected under this fake policy that has been created that is subduing the actual rule of law that we have in the Constitution of the United States.
Right?
Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. No, seriously though. Okay, so she introduces an amendment that would prohibit any of the money from this bill from going to so-called sanctuary cities, right? And she explains, well, you know, these policies, influx of crime and drugs. What she's doing is, it sounds like it's a campaign speech. And very likely that's probably what it was. You know, clipped and shipped. Oh, look at me fighting against the Biden funding the sanctuary cities. But look, again, there's nothing in the bill that addressed sanctuary cities at all. So why bring this amendment into something that's completely unrelated? It doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, it's precautionary for a bill that doesn't put any money towards any of that in the first place. Literally no point. There's no point in that at all. And so Steny Hoyer is going to ask Lauren again.
And that is precautionary.
What funds are in this bill to be spent for that objective?
I have seen this administration use all sorts of funds to
protect
illegal aliens.
And this reclaiming my time, Ms.
to ensure that it will not be.
Reclaiming my time. There are no funds in this bill to do that. So this is just an opportunity for you to stand and perhaps speak about an important subject. I understand that, but there are no funds in this bill to accomplish that objective. You don't believe the chairman would put funds in to accomplish that objective, do you? I yield.
A question?
Yeah.
I do not trust this administration with any of the taxpayer funding that they are handling. They are mishandling our taxpayer fund. And if the gentleman says that there's no funds and agrees that this is precautionary, then I would urge that you support this amendment.
You see, I don't trust this administration not to mishandle funds. Believe me, I have a lot of experience in mishandling funds. It's true, though. Lauren Boebert used her campaign funding to pay for her rent and utilities. That's not something that she's allowed to do. And earlier this year, she was accused by a super PAC, End Citizens United, I'm sorry, a normal PAC, called End Citizens United, that was organized, ironically, to end money in politics, using money to end money in politics. Interesting. Look, this PAC accused her of illegally spending $60,000 on her 2022 campaign. The complaint says the We the People Leadership PAC, a PAC supporting Boebert, reported on November 18, 2022, a disbursement of $53,760 to Telephone Town Hall Meeting Incorporated for Get Out the Vote calls and messages. That came after an earlier reporting of $6,221.73. The same day as the Leadership PAC's initial reporting, Lauren Boebert for Congress also reported paying $4,623.22 to the same communication company. Federal law says that if a Leadership PAC pays for the communication coordinated with a candidate, it is considered as in-kind or non-monetary contribution for the candidate. Contributions of this kind from a Leadership PAC are limited to $5,000 per candidate per election, and obviously $60,000, a little bit more than $5,000. So, you know,
Whoopsie.
yeah. So, you know, Lauren Boebert would know a thing or two about mishandling of money. Okay. But look, she thinks, I got you. I got you. No, but it turns out she does not gotcha. Her own party's rules actually make this, again, amendment inane, unnecessary. In fact, Hoyer explained that if we do this amendment, any subject that anybody has an interest in would be subject to such amendment. The Rules Committee has waived points of order, contrary to what they said they wanted done when we were in charge, because they didn't want points of order. But there are no funds in this bill, Mr. Speaker. For the objective that the gentlelady wants to prevent, this amendment has no place in this bill because there is no money in this bill. You can argue about the sanctuary cities and argue about the border and I'll do all of that, but this is not the bill to do it on. Now, of course, she would know this if she was paying attention and if she was not a clown. Okay. Look, Lauren Boebert clearly is doing stunts in order to try to save her campaign. She ain't doing well. Okay. The Beetlejuice groping scandal has cost her a lot of support. Even among Republicans, they're like not at all interested in the Beetlejuice groper. And she's been scrambling to try to be look professional, to try to look like she's being effective in Congress. I'm fighting for you. I'm trying to stop the illegal aliens in the sanctuary cities. But at the end of the day, it's dumb and ineffective, and just looks clownish and desperate.